Hello everybody. In this video we're going to learn how to use MuseScore, a free notation software. So to get MuseScore you first go to musescore.org and you can either go here to download it, it'll kind of tell what computer you're using, or you can go here to download, and you can either download for Windows or for Mac. And you can get older versions for Macintosh too, because the newest version of MuseScore doesn't work for all the older Macintosh computers. So I would go here, Windows, because I'm currently on a Windows computer. Click here and it will start to download, or if you click this link it'll start to download. So then you get this here and you press save. I already have it, so I'm not going to do it. Now once you have downloaded it, you go to your downloads folder, find where you have that file, and you open it and go through the setup. Okay, so once that's finished, then you'll have something like this. You can open up MuseScore, and you can create a new score, and you can put in a title, and you can put your name and the composer as the composer, and then you can choose different types of things that you want to have in it right away. Let's just do this for now, like that, and let me make this a little bigger. So to use this program, there's you can input notes and rhythms and all kinds of different things that are here on the side. And there's also a help menu. There's tours that you can take to that tells you how to do things. So some of the basics though is entering notes, right? So you'd put note input here, or you press N on your keyboard, and then this will be the rhythm that you put in. So this is a quarter note, so then I could just hover this over here and then click, and then you'll get that note there. And you can put it in there. You can also press up and down on your keyboard, and that'll go up and down chromatically, and you can choose different note lengths, or there's a eighth note here, or a whole note. And then if you press this again, then you won't be inputting notes anymore. Then you can just edit it, you can move it around, and you can also play back like this. Oops, let me start at the beginning. So select there, press play, and I'll play what I have. Press spacebar and it'll stop. And that's kind of some of the basics. To enter rests, you press this, and then you would select which kind of note value you want. You have to make sure that N here is selected, and then, oops, so I would have to have a note there, and then put this like that. And then you can make the rests like that. If you want a half rest, you put it in there, make sure that's highlighted, and like that. If you want an eighth note rest, like that, and then if you want to put an eighth note like that, you can do it like that. So another thing you can do is to create a note name or lyrics or something like that. So you would add, let's see, where is it? Text here, and then you would go to lyrics here. And then you could put something like G, because that's our note G. And then you press the spacebar, it goes to the next one. This is A, right? if you look here, this breaks and spacers, this thing can let you make this go to the next line. So then you have it, it's a little easier to read like that. So for this week's assignment, I want you to get a new document like this and put some notes in, specifically the notes that we've been learning about. So for this first measure, I want you to make face in the space. So we have F, A, C, E. And then add the text here. So we go to add text lyrics and put in the, oops, why isn't it working? Here we go, try again. There we go. Put in the note names, F, A, C, E. And so just like that. And then also the line names, so every good boy does fine. And then we can write the whole word in as well. So we go to text, lyrics, every good boy does fine. And here, the next line, I want you to just go up and down the alphabet. Oops, I skipped a note. E, F, G, A. And then let's put in the note names. Text, lyric. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. And then how about going down? So input those notes from this A going down, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. And then same thing. A, now we're going backwards. A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So just like that. The other thing I want you to try to figure out is how to use the rhythms and put different rhythms. So we've been using a lot of quarter notes so far. So you can just have quarter notes in a measure, 4 quarter notes in 4/4, right? Or this is 1/8 note, so there's going to be 8 eighth notes in a measure, right? That's why it's called an eighth note. So you see in these eighth notes, it's connected at the top like this. Sometimes in music you'll see that, but it's not what we're used to seeing. So you go click on that note here, double click on this, oops, double click on this one here, and then it'll go like that. And then you'll see the eighth notes like this. Now let's go over here and put in some 16th notes. So this is 1/16th note, and there will be 16 in a measure, right? So 4 makes 1 beat, and you can just keep putting it in. You can also type on your keyboard. So this is on the note G, right? If I keep typing G, it'll put in all the 16th notes. So put in some half notes, and you get 2 half notes in a measure, or 1 whole note for the measure, right? These are all the notes that we've been looking at so far. And another thing we've been learning about are intervals, right? So let's make some intervals. You can also stack up notes, which makes a chord like this. So that would be an interval of a fifth, right? Or interval of a second, interval of a third, interval of a fourth. We did the fifth here. Interval of a sixth, interval of a seventh, and finally and octave. And what's nice is you can also hear how these different intervals sound. So let me change this a little bit. I'm gonna delete this. You can delete this by right-clicking and pressing delete here, or you can press the delete button. Okay, there's a way to add a measure, I think. Let's see. Add, insert one measure. Nope, it's not where I wanted it. How about in here? Insert one measure. Yes, good. And then you can also delete a measure. If you click on it, it highlights. You can press delete. Oops. Come on. Delete selected measure. Great. Okay, so what I wanted to do is have unison here. So unison is just the same note, right? Then a second, third, fourth, and then add a fifth here. Sixth, seventh, and octave. So let's hear how it sounds. So for this assignment, I would like you to, first of all, change the title to MuseScore Assignment number 1. And then a composer, you put your name, whatever that is, and add in all these things that we did here, and over here add in the different intervals. And you can start at a different interval too. If you want, you can start from C. You have C as a unison, right? Or C as a second, C to E as a third, C to F as a fourth, C to G as the fifth, etc. Going up to the octave, and then you can listen to it. And I just pressed N again, otherwise I'd be putting notes in to get away from this note input mode. And wherever you click and you press play, it'll start to play. And finally, let's label that. So lyric, we have unison, spacebar to go to the next one. We have a second, or we can put second like this. Oopsies. And now if we wanted to go over here, so you click back to it. Second. And then spacebar, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and the eighth is called an octave. And once you do that, then you can save it. And yeah, we save it assignment number 1, and you can put your name here, and then find somewhere to save it. Once you've saved the file, you can then find where it is on your computer. This one is in my MuseScore, and in here in Score. This is the one that I just saved, and then you can attach this or send it in to Laulima for this assignment. To turn in the assignment, go to your Laulima, go to your assignments, and then here you can choose the file to upload. So it was here for me, and then I would attach that file there. and then you can submit it. Please email me if you have any questions. Aloha.